Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Settled Out West OG. I'm Marcus, and we're back out here in the desert. I was away for a little while. I headed back. I headed back east for the Christmas holiday to take care of a few things with the property I had there. And in my absence, we had a number of things actually happen out here. So we had some pretty serious windstorms that took place. That's not new. I mean, even like I said, putting the shed together, there were some serious windstorms. So let me show you a little bit of what happened there. All right, so I picked up some new equipment also. Got a nice stick and tripod, so hopefully the videos get a little bit better. But here you see a little bit more damage to the roof. I'm also missing two panels. They blew off, unfortunately. So today's job is going to be putting out new panels, making sure that everything I have that's still here is further secured. I'm probably going to end up having to, like I said before, just put a new roof on here because let me see if the stick helps. Help if I knew how to aim, really. But let's see. You can kind of see where it's torn up a little bit more than it was even before. But if we're looking on the bright side of things, that's all that happened, really. I mean, it could have been so much worse. I could have come back to all kinds of vandalism. I could have come back to my whole project having been blown away down. My burn barrel over there, that little guy, blew away. So I had to put it back. The neighbor's dogs are being kind of a nuisance with it because they keep looking for things in it. And so they're toppling it over and just like spreading all the ash and everything. It's kind of annoying, but nothing to start a war over. So yeah, right now I'm going to get in here and check out the solar. Last night was my first night here where I had full solar power and no interruptions all night long. So that was amazing. Now my 800 bank battery system that I have in here for the solar, looking for my keys, needs about 400 to 600 watts per day to fully charge it. And as you can see, I'm down to just two 100 watt panels. And so while last night was heaven and I made it through the night with my heat and my TV and my microwave and I made dinner and zero issues. I didn't wake up at 3 a.m. with no power. That's not going to last forever unless I get more panels up here. So today, what I want to focus on, among a million other things, is potentially building a solar rack and putting more panels on that until I can figure out exactly what long-term solution to this I'm most happy with. So we'll go from there. And let's go inside. Guys, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I would like to get my subscriber numbers up as quickly as I can. That'd be awesome if we could do that for me. And just a quick note, I want to apologize that I didn't do a whole lot of show and tell on anything after the build of the shed itself. It's full with crap right now, as you can see. Not overly organized, but let's see, maybe that'll be better. I got my battery bank. I got my crazy wiring over there that's holding up, which is awesome. I got my table. You guys saw me building the table. That's about the only thing that I really had the forethought to just like make sure that you guys were able to witness. But yeah, this is all done. It's a metal shed with a metal frame. As you can see, I put some wood up in here. Oh, well, that's actually a nice little work lamp that I put in here. But I put up the wood beams across the front to the back, I guess widthwise, to ensure that when I put those panels on the roof, they wouldn't just kind of collapse into a pile of aluminum foil, which is essentially what this building feels like for the most part. So yeah, I've done that. Built a little shelf there. I built another table, but I moved it outside last night because I needed something to set my little grill on, so I'm gonna have to find another surface for that later on. But in the meantime, that's what I was using. I do intend to, before I get the comments on it, reinforce these bars, like running across, so that it's not just lengthwise but widthwise as well, so it's a little bit more stability in the event that something did happen to compromise the stability. Like I said, after all the windstorms we've had and everything, it's holding up like a champ. So it's doing way better than I had ever imagined it might. But yeah, so that's what I'm working with right now. Today, well, there's a little super duper secret project that I did there that we're not going to talk about, but it's done. Gotten more water in here. I'm pretty much set up to be here for the long haul. I've got my power, I've got my water. Oh, this morning, or I should say yesterday, when I first got back, there was an issue with the toilet. So even though I winterized before I left, just to make sure that you know, in the freezing temperatures we have overnight, that I wouldn't have to worry about any pipes bursting. And I came back and there were no bursted pipes, so yay me, I did that right. Sorry. It's kind of gross. The toilet, yes. So the toilet, I came back and the toilet was frozen and I didn't know what the heck was going on. You know, in my ignorance, I kind of assumed that it was just the rubber seal inside that had stuck to the plastic cover or slip plate, whatever you call that thing. And so, you know, I kind of tried to manipulate it a little bit, little, flushing it until finally I think I lost a little bit of patience and I gave it a little bit of extra force and I heard a snap and it flushed. And I'm like, okay, I broke the rubber seal. Great, everything's good. Unfortunately, that's not the case. So I think mission number one is making sure, because long story short, after all of that, like I turned my water pump back on, made sure I was back to good, you know, in terms of having all my facilities readily available as I need them out here. And I went to the store and I come back and there was water pouring out of my trailer. So I went in trying to figure out why, and a couple of things had happened. So when I did my winterization, I left the kitchen faucet wide open and I totally forgot to close it when I turned the water pump back on. So when the water pressure built up enough, it started pouring water out of the kitchen sink. And wouldn't you know it, I also covered the kitchen sink when I left, just to have more surface area. So water poured everywhere. And in addition to that, as if that wasn't horrible enough, the toilet, that little seal that I had been working with, the toilet is now trickling water. Like the whole time, it never stops trickling water. In fact, if I go in there right now, I'm relatively sure that the bowl is going to be at least half full, so I'm going to have to flush it again. And that's obviously an issue I'm going to have to take care of ASAP, because I got up this morning at 6 a.m. to use the restroom, and, you know, I'm peeing in the dark. And it sounds like the bowl is just completely full, and I had totally forgotten about what happened yesterday. And so I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And so I turn the light on, and it's literally pouring over the sides. So yeah, another nightmare situation. Water has not been my friend in the last 24 hours here. So I showered and everything perfectly good, perfectly fine last night. Nice hot water. Nothing crazy going on there, but yeah, water pouring out has not been my friend. So mission number one today is figuring out my toilet situation. I watched a couple videos. It looks like it may be a check valve that I have to replace. I'm relatively certain I'm not going to find one locally, but I believe there's a Camper World in North Albuquerque, so I'm going to take that long, long drive up there and see if I can find an immediate solution. If not, like a depot situation, we'll see. Stop a few places today and try and get this taken care of. But that's priority number one, so that I'm not being flooded out every few hours or having to flush my toilet and waste precious desert water every few hours. And hopefully we'll get that resolved today and I can get back to working on this and have power again tonight before the sun's gone. Just soak up as much of this as I can. Right now, like I said, these are 100 watt panels. I wish I had stronger ones, but I had already bought these, so it is what it is. In the event that they stop working, I'll get some 200 to 400 watt panels just to save space and get more electricity. But this is what I'm working with now. So in the meantime, we'll be pumping 200 watts or about 178, 179 watts at peak or so, maybe a little bit more than that, to the batteries today to recharge them. And best case scenario, that's enough. If not, I'll just have to whoop out the gas generator and listen to all night long, which I absolutely hate, but it's functional. So that's what I'm working with right now. Best case scenario, I'll get this taken care of early morning, and I have a wonderful, warm, 65-degree day ahead of me to enjoy. If not, I have a wonderful, warm, 65-degree day ahead of me to work, which is also great, versus like a 30-degree day. So I want to try and get this all knocked out today while it's warm, and I'll check in at some point later in the day with you guys. All right? Thanks. Please, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate all of your views, and I'd like to get those subscriber numbers up. Thanks. Talk to you soon, guys.